The first time I saw the ranch, I almost laughed. It looked forgotten. The old wooden gate leaned to one side. Half the fence was broken. The barn roof had holes big enough for sunlight to pour through. Dry grass covered the road that once led to my uncle's house. Most people would have looked at that place and seen nothing but problems. But that land was the last thing my Uncle Frank left me before he passed away. He never had children. We weren't very close, but every Christmas he mailed me the same short letter. Land never lies. People do. Back then, I never understood what he meant. Now I was standing on those same acres with the keys in my hand. Almost 3,000 acres of Wyoming land. I had just unlocked the ranch gate when a black SUV came flying down the dirt road behind me. Dust filled the air as it stopped so close that tiny rocks hit my boots. A woman jumped out before the engine even stopped. Red blazer. Dark sunglasses. A smile that looked more like a warning. "You must be Daniel," she said without introducing herself. I nodded. "And you are?" She folded her arms. "Linda Harper, president of the Silver Creek HOA." I looked around for a second. Then I looked back at her. "There isn't an HOA anywhere near this ranch." She smiled even wider. "There is now." That sentence stayed in my head. She walked past me like she already owned the place. "I'll make this easy," she said. "This property has been abandoned for years. The previous owner violated community standards many times. Before you move in, you'll need to pay all unpaid HOA fines." I couldn't help smiling. My uncle never joined an HOA. She handed me a thick envelope. $186,000. Pay within 10 days. Or we'll begin taking legal action. I didn't even open it. "I think you have the wrong property." "No," she said quietly. "I have exactly the right one." Then she pointed toward the hill behind the house. "We've had plans for this land for a long time." That was the first thing that felt strange. Not the fake fines. Not the threats. The way she looked at that hill. Like she wanted something hidden beneath it. Before I could ask another question, 3 pickup trucks rolled through my open gate without permission. Men wearing bright safety vests climbed out carrying measuring tools. One started placing orange flags into my ground. Another opened a large map across the hood of his truck. "Survey starts here," he shouted. I stepped in front of them. "Nobody gave you permission." Linda didn't even look at me. I already did. I took out my phone. "I'm calling the sheriff." She laughed. "You should. We've already spoken to people higher than the sheriff." The workers kept walking deeper onto my land like I wasn't even standing there. One of them suddenly stopped. He looked down. Then slowly knelt beside the dirt. His face changed. He brushed away a little soil. And uncovered the edge of something made of old steel. He quickly covered it again before anyone else could see. But I saw it. Our eyes met for just 1 second. He looked scared. Really scared. Then he stood up and quietly whispered to Linda. "We found it." Daniel's heart started pounding. He acted like he hadn't noticed anything. The worker quickly stepped back while Linda walked over to the spot. She didn't kneel. She didn't even look surprised. She simply smiled. The kind of smile people have when a plan finally works. "Pack everything up," she said quietly. "We're done for today." I frowned. "That's it? You came all the way here just to leave?" Linda looked straight at me. "You'll understand soon enough." Then every truck turned around and drove away. Not one worker looked back. That made me even more suspicious. I walked to the exact place where the men had uncovered the steel edge. The dirt was loose. Someone had dug there before. Not recently, but enough to leave signs. I grabbed an old shovel from the barn and started digging. Less than 15 minutes later. Clang. The shovel hit solid metal. I cleared away more dirt until a rusted steel hatch appeared beneath the ground. There was no lock. Only an old handle. I pulled it. It barely moved. After several hard pulls, it finally opened with a loud scrape. Cold air rushed out from below. A narrow staircase disappeared into darkness. I turned on my flashlight and slowly climbed down. The room wasn't large, but it was dry. Wooden shelves lined the walls. Old maps. Metal boxes. Leather folders. Dust covered everything. Then my flashlight landed on a heavy steel safe. It wasn't locked. Inside were dozens of papers. Property records, survey maps. And one sealed envelope with my name written in Uncle Frank's handwriting. My hands shook as I opened it. Daniel. If you're reading this, they finally came for the ranch. I stopped breathing for a second. This land was never valuable because of cattle. Years ago, a geological survey confirmed one of the largest untapped oil reserves in this part of Wyoming. I kept it secret because powerful people tried to steal it. Never trust anyone who suddenly claims this ranch belongs to an HOA. They're not after your land. They're after what's under it. My stomach dropped. Every strange thing suddenly made sense. The fake HOA. The fake fines. The survey crew. The hill. They already knew. I searched through the rest of the safe. There was another folder marked Confidential, do not file. Inside were copies of forged property maps. Someone had moved boundary lines. Someone had created fake HOA expansion papers. And every document carried the same signature. Linda Harper. Before I could read another page, I heard tires outside. Not one vehicle. Several. Doors slammed. Voices echoed across the ranch. Then someone shouted, "Search the house. He must not find the documents." I quietly switched off my flashlight. The underground room went completely dark. Heavy footsteps echoed directly above me. Someone was standing right over the hidden hatch. One voice whispered, "Open it."